friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is as essential as a bale of hay, and that was the first pun I've ever written in my script, and let's run through it again and see if we can create something. Today's video is as essential as a bale of hay, and that will be the last pun I ever write into my videos, so there's one good thing to come out of today's video already. Today's video is all about the top 10 products that I think every equestrian needs in their life. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just starting out in your equine adventure, these items will be a welcome addition to any tack room on any yard. Hey Pubes, come on, come and sit next to me. The cat's come to see me and ruin my white jumper. Do you want to lie in there? He's just going to be in the background, okay? I've categorised these items into 3 sections. We've got the under £20 section, which is the majority. We've got the under £100 section, and then we've got the under £200 section for those of you that maybe want to spend a little bit more on something that you're going to use every single day. Let's kick off with the under £20 section, because who doesn't love a useful piece of kit for under £20? I know I do. And there is so much out there for this price point. So in no particular order, let's get on to the first item. My cat is purring in the background, and I'm gonna be so annoyed if that's all you can hear in this video. I know that early morning rides or icy mornings at the barn can make your fingers feel like icicles. And sometimes they feel more like icicles than an actual part of your body. That is where my first budget-friendly equestrian must comes in. Hot Hands hand warmers, which is such a mouthful but so good. You just slip these magical little pocket pouches into your pockets and they will keep your pockets warm for hours. So when you're on the yard mucking out doing your chores, you can just slip your hands into your pockets and feel instant warmth. They're also great for putting into your gloves when you're doing yard chores or maybe going for a ride. Such a game changer in your gloves. You no longer have fingers that are just about to drop off on your ride. You have the most warm environment inside your glove. You can go longer on your rides because you're not scared that your fingers are going blue. It's just so handy and also so cheap. You can pick a pack of 6 pairs up for around £6-7 depending on where you go, which is an absolute steal. They give you up to 10 hours of heat, so they really do last you the whole working day on the yard. Personally, I use them most when I'm on my rides because my fingers and my toes are the first things that get cold. The brand that make these hand warmers do also make warmers for your feet. Sorry, that's disgusting. They make warmers for your feet as well. So when you're riding and your toes get really cold, you can just have, for those cold morning rides, some of these little toe warmers, feet warmers, toe warmers, feet warmers in your riding boots, and they keep your toes toasty. I said I'd stop with the puns, I'm so sorry. And that is product number 1. Product number 2 is another one in the under £20 section, and it's another one for those cold winter days. Headbands. So I have 2 headbands that I use the absolute most on the yard when it's cold and I just want something around my head just to keep me a little bit warm, but I don't want a bobble hat because when I'm mucking out I completely overheat in those. I don't know if anyone else does, let me know. So my headband of choice is the Aztec Diamond logo headband, and I've actually got it right here because I literally keep it in my room so I can throw it on in the morning and just head out in it. So here it is. This is the Aztec Diamond logo headband. It's very simple, but it works really well. It's got this fleece lining inside it, and then on the outside just this cable knit. It's a great choice for windy and cold days on the yard, or even a day in town, because it's very stylish. You can't really wear it with your hair down, but I'll try and show you. Well, you can, I just don't. Okay, there we are. How does that look? That looks okay, but I tend to wear mine just in a really rough ponytail in the morning, and it keeps me so warm. On the riding side, the headband that I do not have here in the room with us is the Lemieux. This is the thing we have every video. I can't, somebody please tell me how to pronounce Lemieux. I don't know. I did French GCSE, but I failed. I do want to learn French next year though, but that's for another day. So yes, the second headband is the Lemieux Ear Warmer Headband. It covers your ears like the headband I just showed you did, without interfering with your riding helmet, so you can wear it when you go on rides. My ears sometimes get so cold on rides, especially if it's a very windy day. Maybe I'm going up into the hills and I just need a bit of extra protection without the thickness of a traditional headband. It keeps me warm, and it also isn't so thick that I can't hear anything, because you do need to be able to hear cars, maybe something coming around the corner. You need to be able to hear when you're riding your horse. So the thickness of the material is just perfect for rides. Both headbands offer a simple yet effective solution to combating the cold. They're affordable and functional, and prove that staying warm doesn't have to be complicated. So gear up, stay warm, and enjoy every ride, no matter the weather. The Lemieux. The ear warmer headband for riding is priced at just under £10, which is a really good price point for something that you're going to use every single day in winter. And the Aztec Diamond logo headband is priced at £15. And that rounds up product number 2. For number 3, I have a saddle pad wash bag. This is a super affordable bag which gives you the opportunity to be able to clean your saddle pads in your washing machine at home. I always use mine to wash my saddle pads in my family's washing machine, and nobody complains. My mum sometimes actually asks if she can clean saddle pads in it. It's so affordable and it's so useful. You can chuck your hairy saddle pad in. I know mine are hairy, I own a Cob, in this bag, and chuck it in the washing machine, put it through a wash, bring it out, and there's no hairs in the washing machine. It's all contained in this bag. I also use mine for head collars, lightweight rugs, exercise sheet, and sometimes even ear bonnets. This costs £8.95 from Lemieux. This, do you know what, we're gonna settle this. Google Translate. This may make it more complicated than it needed to be though. Lemieux. I know it means the best. Sorry, I said that like I was shouting at you then. I know it means the best. I know it means the best, but I need to know how to say it. Lemieux. So you can pick up a saddle pad wash bag. I always call it a saddle pad wash bag, but it is just called a wash bag from Lemieux for £8.95. Number 4, let's talk a little bit about comfort beyond the saddle. A warm drink. Mine is over there. A warm drink is literally like a warm hug for your hands and for your soul on a chilly day at the yard. My recommendation, a sturdy coffee cup which can keep your drink warm and you can take to the yard. Whether you're sipping on your favourite beverage or maybe a warm hot chocolate, a coffee cup at the yard is literally a game changer. My picks are the Lemieux or the Aztec Diamond coffee cup. It's just a small and affordable way to add a touch of comfort to your time at the yard. After all, nothing beats a warm drink on a cold morning. Cheers! Coming in at number 5, we have the life-changing brushes that I'm sure a lot of you discovered around the same time as me, around the age of 13, just starting to look around tack shops a little bit more and spend our own money. Magic brushes. Honestly, when I discovered these at the age of 13, my life changed forever. No more scrubbing with a curry comb, feeling like your arm is gonna drop off. We all know this movement. Scrubbing with the curry comb. No more. With your magic brush, you can literally take mud out, which would have taken so much elbow grease before. And for just under £10, why wouldn't you want this brush? I remember using one for the very first time. I'd heard a bit of the hype on them, but I wasn't convinced that they were going to solve all of my mud problems, even with wet mud. And I remember using it on Bugsy, on a piece of mud which was normally so hard for me to get out, and it just came out, and I remember thinking, this is going to change my life. Basically a total game changer in your grooming kit. We've spoken about hand warmers, but we've not spoken about yard gloves. So let's talk about a real hand warming hero for the yard, the Lemieux work gloves. Priced at £9.95, these gloves are more than just a steal. They are a winter essential for every equestrian. Crafted with comfort, warmth and waterproofing in mind, they are perfect for every situation you can find yourself in at the yard. So whether you're mucking out stalls, grooming your four-legged friends, or maybe you're fishing ice out of a bucket on a cold winter's morning, these gloves have got your back. And that concludes our under £20 budget section. Moving along to the mid-range section of our video, which is the under £100 section. If you're keen on investing a little bit more but don't want to burn a complete hole in your pocket, then this is the right spot for you. I've put together a list of items that I personally use and bought for under £100, which I think are so useful and I would buy again and again and again. Kicking off our mid-range section for our winter savvy equestrian is something that I used to laugh at, and it's a heated coat. So I am now one of those people that has a heated coat, and honestly I would never go back. I have the Volterra 3 waterproof heated coat from Regatta, and that's a mouthful. I bought it at £71.95. It was 70% off. The original price was around £240. However, Regatta have so many sales throughout the year, I've never actually seen it at £240. It's always been around £60, £70, £80 to buy. This coat is more than just a winter warmer to me. It is a lifesaver on those chilly mornings where you just don't want to get out of bed, or those really cold rides out and about in the hills. It's waterproof and equipped with built-in heating technology which runs off a power pack. You do have to buy the power pack separately, but it literally runs off any power pack you have. Please do make sure it's the right voltage though. I think it's voltage. It says on the instructions, so you'll know if you've got the right power pack for it. I personally use this coat most when I'm riding. When I'm doing yard chores, I tend to warm up quite a bit, but when I'm riding out in the hills, out on the trails with my trusty steeds, this is where this coat really comes to play. So it's got a double zip, which means you can zip it all the way up, and then from the bottom it has another zip which you can zip up to let your legs have more movement. So I first discovered this when I was riding in it. It's quite a long coat, it comes just above my knees, and I first discovered it when I got on Bugsy in it, and I thought, a double zip, amazing, I can ride in this. So I kind of pulled it up and it sat perfectly on my legs. And when you have this coat, you'll know the heating packs are all down the front of the coat. So I had heating packs on my chest. Whenever I actually turn my coat on, I think something's wrong with my heart because I can just feel this warmth and I think, God, what's happening? And every time I'm like, oh, I turned my heated coat on. So it has heating packs all the way down the front, and when you're riding, I know your legs normally get really cold, but no more, because these heating packs lay perfectly on the front of your legs, keeping them warm and dry. It has 3 settings, 3 heats, so it has high, medium and low. I tend to have mine on high or medium, but if you just want a nice steady heat, then low is perfect. Coming in at number 8 and my second item on my under 100s list is the Lemieux Ride-On saddle cover. Priced at £39.95, this saddle cover is not just any old saddle cover, it is your ticket to worry-free rides. Crafted by Lemieux, which are known for their high quality craftsmanship, this saddle pad really offers you a ride, rain or shine, where you can protect your saddle in any weather. If you're like me and have a really nice leather saddle that you do worry about in the rain, or maybe also like me, you have a saddle which has a suede top, which if it gets wet it takes forever to dry, this saddle cover is perfect for you and means you can ride out in the rain again. I don't know about you, but where I live, the rain has been so crazy recently. We've had so many floods, and every time I ride in the rain. The saddle cover has really come into play for me in the past few weeks. Completing our rainy ride essentials, and coming in at number 9 now, we have the Ariat Ride-On Waterproof Quarter Sheet. I almost had it. I did. The Ariat Ride-On Waterproof Quarter Sheet from Lemieux, and it's priced at £54.95. Say goodbye to soggy and cold ponies on rides and hello to a dry and comfortable experience for both you and your horse. The waterproof material keeps your horse dry and happy even in wet weather. For me, I don't use this on both of my horses. Reggie, my thoroughbred, is unclipped, so he goes out in the rain, he doesn't have a sheet on unless it's really cold, then he'll have a sheet on. But Bugsy, who has just been fully clipped, who you'd expect not to have a rain sheet on, does need a rain sheet on when it's cold and wet and windy all at the same time, because bless him, he gets cold now that he's had his clip. The sheet just keeps him warm and happy even when it's chucking it down with rain. We have made it to number 10. And this one I recently got for Christmas, and it's in the under £200 section. I'm going to give you a clue. Any guesses? From Ariat, if you can't already tell. So I got this as a Christmas present from my wonderful, wonderful partner. And it is the Ariat Wythburn Waterproof Thermal boots, and they're priced at an even £200. However, I would also just like to say that my partner got these in the Black Friday sale. They were at £100, so they do sometimes come down a little bit in price to the 100 sections, but I cannot guarantee that will happen again. So yeah, they've been a recent Christmas addition for me, and let me tell you, these boots are not just for yard wear, they're for your early morning dog walks, maybe a trip to town, a hiking day, yard chores, or even a ride. With the waterproof and thermal features, they are the epitome of comfort. I struggle a lot with the bottom. I struggle a lot with my heels, and I sound like a grandma when I say this. I'm 20, but sometimes my feet really hurt, and sometimes they really hurt in the morning. So having high quality shoes that I can trust to actually work for me is very important. So when I got these boots and wore them for the first time on our Boxing Day walk, I thought, let's see what they do. I feel like they'll rub. They're quite tall boots. Normally tall boots I have end up rubbing after a little while of walking, but these shoes, my feet felt better after that walk. As you get older, you do start to realise that the quality of the shoes that you wear is quite important, especially ones that you walk in a lot. So having these boots has just changed my life, because now when I'm on the yard, I no longer feel like, oh, my feet hurt, I need to go home. I've got a spring in my step now, and it's thanks to these Ariat shoes. And there you have it. Our journey through my equestrian essentials is a wrap. I hope you found something practical, affordable, and maybe even a little bit delightful to enhance your experience on the yard. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. Before we go, I'd also just like to say thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It's literally crazy to me that that 500 people even want to see what I'm doing in my life, and I'm so excited because I have dedicated 24 to just YouTube, just being the best year I can make it for YouTube. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Which items are you going to put on your wish list? Or maybe you have a secret weapon in your tack room that you cannot live without. Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!